Rachel Zegler and Tom Blyth star in The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Now, this isn't your Katniss Everdeen Hunger Games. That's a more polished, a more sophisticated, advanced version of The Hunger Games. These two star in one of the earlier versions. This is the prequel to those. This is all about the President Snow character as a young man. If you don't remember who President Snow is, he is the kind of evil dictator of the districts, played by Kiefer Sutherland's dad, Donald Sutherland. Anyways, this is very interesting because it takes place during the 10th annual Hunger Games, and things aren't exactly the same as they are in the future. Pretty much, Snow goes to this school. He's kind of a poor guy, but he's hoping to get this big prize money for being one of the best students. But instead of doing that, now he has to win the prize, he has to mentor a Hunger Games participant. And he doesn't like the way they're being treated. And he kind of ends up changing the game. He gets things like donations made into it. He gets all these different rules added into it. And this movie is pretty interesting because it's like 3 separate movies. It's about seeing Snow before he goes into the Hunger Games, Snow in the Hunger Games, and then after the Hunger Games. He ends up kind of starting a relationship with his mentoree. I don't think that's the right word, with the person he's mentoring. And pretty much when the game ends, he's not sure if she's dead or not, and he has to become a peacekeeper, which is sadly kind of like a Nazi in the districts to keep things under control. And he ends up going to her district, and he finds her, and he has a bit of a fling with her. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but this movie is really interesting because there's an evolution of a character, and you're kind of rooting for him, and by the end, you're like, holy shit. This character has gone through so much. I can't believe this is how it's ending. I want more, and I want more now. And I gotta say, the action is freaking gory. There's one scene with an explosion that rumbled my whole theater and caught me so off guard, and it was just great. This movie is beautiful. It's fantastic. And it has a great cast. Besides the 2 people I named earlier, Peter Dinklage is killing it in this. He's the guy that created the Hunger Games. Then you got Viola Davis as like this nutty professor who kind of runs the Hunger Games. And you got Jason Schwartzman as the host of the Hunger Games. And you have other faces that you may know. But man, oh man, everyone's giving a great performance. The story is great. Only downside is the movie's a tad bit long. But like I said, it feels like 3 movies put into one, and it's a fantastic story. I can't wait to see more. I don't know if we're going to follow these characters, but I want more in this world. Maybe a Hamish one. Who knows? I don't know. But this was really solid. Check it out, and check out my podcast, Movie Toast News and Reviews, available wherever you get your podcasts. Every other Thursday it's put out. But if you search for Movie Toast News and Reviews on TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, we have daily things like movie reviews, interviews, trailer reactions, and so much more. Check it out, and